This Saturday we had a brutal knockout in fight between Moses Itauma and Dillian White. Moses did it again. It looked too easy. I told you guys, if this fight don't pass like first 5 rounds, is Moses Itauma, and that's what happened. So basically he always surprised his opponents from round 1 to round 3. He depends on that speed and explosiveness. He did just simply surprise Dillian White as he did surprise all of his previous opponents. Dillian White just couldn't do much. He couldn't adjust to that kind of speed. He was too slow and he couldn't land a lot. But was Itauma really that good, or was just Dillian White bad on the night, or he just passed his best? It's a bit strange that Dillian White was in the best shape he ever been in the last few years, and then to go out like that after a couple of minutes, it's very odd. I don't understand. Why did you train so hard to last one round, like, or a couple of minutes? Even if you didn't train, you would last probably couple of minutes, you know? I don't know. Was he paid to lose? Who knows? They maybe came in the fight with the wrong tactics. But what I can say, to be standing on a ropes against that kind of fighter, fast young Moses Itauma, that's definitely not a good option for anyone. Even previous opponent of Moses Itauma, I've watched the fight again, he was actually landing jabs on Moses Itauma, and there was few shots he actually did catch Moses Itauma. But Dillian White couldn't land much at all. Looked a bit like Dillian White was ready to lose and just collect some nice paycheck. Dillian White simply doesn't have any speed left in him, and the timing was off. As Moses was coming in, he simply could out jab Dillian White very easily. Moses Itauma was great on the night, but again, how great he is if your opponent, which should give you a rough fight, he turns up very, very poor. Moses Itauma is very young, talented boxer. He's 20 years of age. He has all of it. I want to see him against some tough opponents and experienced opponents, which can punch him back and give him some rounds, and they can at least match him in some aspects. Not in everything. It is going to be really hard. Moses Itauma is a very fast fighter. They can match him in something and give him some rounds, and we can see how he faces against some tough opponents. And let's see how Moses is in later rounds, in round 9, 10, 11, 12. That's where my question mark is. As to get to the top is not going to be easy anymore. There are levels in boxing. And this level of Dillian White on this Saturday was very, very poor. Who should Moses Itauma face next? At the moment, Moses Itauma looks unbeatable. With his explosiveness, great footwork, and amazing ring IQ. He is actually a smart fighter. But I still do believe there are fighters which are going to give him a tough fight. It's not going to be that easy. I would put him next with Hrgović. He is a durable fighter, he can take punch, and he is definitely going to give to Moses Itauma some rounds. He did great versus David Adelaide. And, you know, Hrgović, I think, shouldn't be surprised with Itauma that much, and they will pick up the right tactics against Moses. Then maybe Joseph Parker, definitely a very tough opponent for Moses Itauma. I would put him against Moses straight away if that's a case, as Joseph Parker is waiting too long for these fights and we still don't know what's happening. Then we can put in Anthony Joshua, maybe Andy Ruiz, or Daniel Dubois would be a great fight. Daniel Dubois versus Moses Itauma, the fight would be great, I believe. I just can imagine, like, Daniel Dubois is not the smartest fighter. He will just come in and swing from the first round, and actually Moses could feel some toughness there. And I would love to watch that fight. And of course, I don't know, we have then Tyson Fury if he comes out from retirement. Why not? Let's put Tyson Fury and Moses Itauma. And there is on my mind one more fighter which I would put against Moses Itauma, and that's Joe Joyce. He has a tough chin, and he has a good jabs. He did out jab Daniel Dubois, which they're saying he has the great jab. So I want to see how he does. Despite I believe Moses is way faster fighter than Joe Joyce, but still I think Joe Joyce have decent timing, and he have some experience. Moses for now is great fighter. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we can see the guy has skills. He has speed, footwork, ring IQ, everything. But still, this for now, what Moses Itauma experienced, is not even close to what did Alexander Usyk experienced to come up to the top. Comparing him with Usyk and putting him in the same group, I mean, it's possible, but not at the moment. He just needs to take his time and climb the ladder to the top slowly. As Usyk at the moment would match him in all aspects. And I believe Usyk is way smarter than Itauma. He can match him in anything. In speed, he is stronger than Itauma, power-wise. Also, footwork and ring IQ, Usyk is just an amazing athlete. Media lately just overhype these young fighters, I believe, still too much, and putting him in the fight straight with Usyk in this year or next year, I believe Moses would be struggling to land a glove on Alexander Usyk. He is just too smart and too quick. Moses Itauma would also be struggling landing punches on targets which are moving. These fights are easy for him. If you go to the ropes or in a corner, it's very easy. It's like a training session for him. He is strong. Don't get me wrong. He's a strong fighter. But if you stand on the ropes against Moses Itauma, he will just punch everywhere, just put combinations in, and then if you want to counter punch, he will just jump back. Very simple. He needs to find better fighter and someone who can give him rounds. I just still don't like the overhype. As I said in the previous fight, Dillian White will surprise people. He did surprise us definitely after a few minutes of boxing in Saudi Arabia. Imagine paying for that fight and traveling to Saudi Arabia. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. A bit disappointed with Dillian White. As Chisora said, it makes him a bit sad seeing an old dog going like that. So, I understand Chisora, as Dillian White is from his generation, and he had some tough opponents and didn't end like this. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.